Hello, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, you're going to be learning how to manifest faster. So if you want to learn the quickest and most efficient ways to get your manifestations as soon as possible, then you have come to the right place. Now, before we dive right into the video, it's important that you remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and click that notification bell so that you can be notified each and every single time I release a video. Now, nonetheless, let's hop right in. The research today was conducted from the Present Moment Awareness worksheet of the Intensive Realization Program. So if you want to join our more advanced program or our intro courses, click one of the first two links in the bio below, and you'll be redirected to a video that explains a lot more about how to get started today. Now, how to manifest faster. Before we begin, you need to understand that time's role in your manifestation is extremely important. In our vast existence, there is the belief that certain events will unfold according to a higher plan, an intricate web of synchronicity known as divine timing. It suggests that the universe operates on a cosmic clock, orchestrating encounters, opportunities, and challenges with flawless precision. Divine timing is the notion that everything happens at the right moment, aligned with our highest good and spiritual growth. When attempting to understand divine timing, it's important to understand that it encompasses the idea that there's an inherent order in the universe, transcending our limited human perception. It implies that there's a guiding force, an intelligence or consciousness working behind the scenes, aligning circumstances, people, and events in a harmonious manner. While it may seem inexplicable or random to us, divine timing suggests that there is a purpose and meaning behind every experience we encounter. The significance of divine timing in our life implies that it brings forth opportunities for growth, facilitates spiritual awakening, and helps us align with our true purpose. The concept encourages us to embrace the present moment, trusting that life unfolds in perfect accordance with our soul's journey. By recognizing the significance of divine timing, we can cultivate patience, align to the flow of life, and find solace in the knowledge that everything happens precisely when it should. This is what can be thought of as the dance of synchronicity, which is the language of divine timing, a powerful tool that speaks to us through meaningful coincidences, signs, and symbols. These synchronistic events often occur when we align with our authentic selves and in tune with the universe. They serve as guideposts, pointing us in the right direction and confirming that we are on the right path. When we pay attention to these synchronicities and follow their guidance, we are likely to experience a deeper sense of fulfillment and a more profound connection with the divine, which speeds up our manifestations due to the heightened attractive force. As such, we can easily navigate challenges and embrace with gratitude the opportunities that enter our reality. Divine timing is not limited to delivering positive experiences. It also manifests during challenging times, offering us invaluable lessons, intuitive guidance, and opportunities for growth. Sometimes what seems like a setback or a delay may in fact be a blessing in disguise, leading us toward a better outcome. Trusting divine timing enables us to surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life, allowing us to embrace both the highs and lows with grace and resilience. When manifesting, it is important to remember that divine timing is always at play, even if how divine timing expresses itself is in different ways than expected. See, divine timing invites us to perceive life as a grand tapestry, intricately woven with synchronicity and purpose. By acknowledging and aligning ourselves with this universal rhythm, we can cultivate a deeper sense of trust, intuition, and interconnectedness. Embracing the concept of divine timing empowers us to navigate the complexities of life with grace, patience, and gratitude. This leads us to the secret to speeding up manifestation that most overlook because they've never even considered it. Think of manifestation less as something you do and think of more as something you are, where the truth in manifestation isn't that you have to change how you view reality or even take action in order to have your desire into your reality. Rather, manifestation is a way of being. It means that you're already manifesting based on the fact that you exist at all. Because of this, divine timing is best based on the understanding that it is malleable and that this malleability is dependent on the thoughts and perceptions you've been practicing honing in your internal world over time. When you take the time to deliberately determine what you put into your working consciousness, the aspect of you optimizing the habits and mental models you use to do effective work, you will find that sooner than expected, the holistic manifestations you desire will start to realize out in alignment to the emotional resonance of the thoughts you conditioned the most. This is a secret to manifestation and the key factor that you have to understand consciously in order for you to have your manifestations move from a future pace state to a present moment pace state. In other words, if you think manifestation is something you have to do or develop, your perception basis, which is what manifestation uses to create your reality, will simply say that your desires are always on the way, and you will constantly and consistently receive the manifestations of opportunities and positive trajectories, but you will rarely receive the outcomes you expect due to how you're progressing. As such, one of the easiest and most effective ways for you to utilize your natural ability of manifestation to receive the outcome you desire now is to expand your perception of what you expect to receive. To deliberately imagine better than you desire in order for your desire to become a step on the path rather than the end of the path. When your primary desires become experiences in your mind that feel like easy steps towards your new, more expansive desired reality, and what you will find is that they will just spontaneously manifest in ways that can be considered rather effortless in comparison to what was required before, just due to the fact that living in a reality where you have a higher order desire changes the emotional consistency of your baseline reality. Thus, this is how you're going to speed up your manifestations. So to begin, we will need to get into a state where the goal you actually have is easy to achieve so that you can gain the North Star state of being, or in other words, the feeling basis of whatever that higher order goals realization might be like. The reason is because to speed up your manifestations, you need to reclaim all the energy you're applying towards alternative goals and paths and have them become aligned all towards a particular North Star state of being, or in other words, a stable energetic state of being to ensure alignment. Using an example, let's say your initial goal is to graduate from Princeton with a PhD in quantum physics, so that you can build a machine to transport matter and energy through different dimensions. This was your original goal, and it's going all fine and dandy, but you've gotten stuck in your dissertation and feel that at this rate, you will never achieve your dreams in the way that you want to because so many other different energies have entered your reality, leaving you without enough energy for your main manifestation. Doing the present moment awareness technique and waking up multiple times a day is how. The nature of holistic manifestation. See, during your journey into manifestation, it's important you remain clear on a few important notes. See, when your manifestation is out picture, you need to realize how to enter reality around you. You may not notice them at first because when using a holistic technique focused around all categories of life that hold meaning, you might find that the manifestations will look a bit different than expected in form and expression. We call the initial ones realized opportunities. These are the synchronicities on the path that show the path. It's now up to you to trust in the universe or a higher power to guide your way based on the loving truth you will cultivate during the start of your journey. These are important because doing a speed-based manifestation where you're honing your foundations again, speed will look like receiving less realized opportunities and more realized outcomes due to being in greater alignment to your ultimate goal and thus having a more coherent North Star state of being. Now to the exercise. So starting off, it's best to focus on just using the more stable and energetic techniques. And if you want to know the ones we recommend the most for beginners for the categories of health and fitness, your intellectual life, your emotional life, your character, your spiritual life, your love relationships, parenting or family, social life, financial, career, quality of life, and life vision, just click this link and enroll in the How to Manifest course today to hone your emotional basis in order to make the most of all of your manifestations, where this manifestation succeeding doesn't mark at the end, but rather only the beginning of your journey. Now, to use the technique, the first step is to detect a trigger, whether internal or external, which we'll be showing a little bit later below. When you notice this trigger, whether in your internal or your external reality, you're going to wake up and ask these questions. Who am I? Where am I? What am I doing? And am I aware? So for example, right now, I would ask myself, who am I? I am Donnie Lee. Where am I? I am in my office recording a video. That is what I am doing. And am I aware? I am aware. But now that I've come to the consciousness of am I aware, this makes me more aware. This is the purpose of this, to bring you to your present moment awareness of the full totality of reality around you in this here and now moment. Once you've done this, get into full realization of these questions to the point where you can confidently say, I see myself and I see my reality. This is when you're able to observe both your internal world, which are your thoughts, feelings, emotions, etc., and your external world, which is your experiences, actions, etc., simultaneously. When you live from the state and become aware of the meaning that is already here, to be aware of the perfection and enoughness already within this present moment, not dwelling on your feelings, but allowing them to just occur before gently refocusing and being aware that you're here now in this present moment. You allow yourself to enter a more coherent and more resonant state with that desired reality, where you're not being distracted by all the energies in the external world or your internal world, but have this single point of present moment conscious awareness. This is the absolute key, and it's very important that you get to this point before moving on. Now look and listen, see without describing, perceive without interpreting. This will allow you to experience a stillness, an inner peace, and this inner peace will allow you to see yourself as both the one who observes every experience and the one who's having every experience. It's important to live from this. This will take you to a greater and deeper perception of reality, where you become not the chess piece, but the chess player, the one who controls the reality from awareness rather than the one who's pushed here and there by reality due to the passivity. And remember, sometimes during this practice of being aware and accepting experiences, you'll find that there's situations you don't want to accept, you can't accept. In these states, accepting that you can't accept still is accepting. And thus, even then, you're still present, you're still aware, you're still the operator rather than the operation. That even if you have an outburst, if you accept this and allow this, you are still in control because your power of manifestation comes from the state of being the observer rather than the state of being the experiencer, or in other words, the observation. Now remember, these are the two triggers for step 1 of the exercise above. The internal trigger is this: before you do something, you remember to wake up. For example, before starting a task or before going to work, you remember to wake up by doing the above techniques and asking yourself the above questions. And the external triggers are these: as soon as something happens to you, remember to wake up. For example, if a friend calls you, your phone rings, something happens nearby, or you notice something new around you, use these as moments to wake up. And if you'd like a more in-depth guide on what it means to be present, feel free to check out this video by Eckhart Tolle on the power of the present moment when you visit the article after reviewing the video. Now, finally, if you love what you learned today, just enroll in the How to Manifest course to learn the techniques we recommend for honing your emotional basis in order to make the most of all your manifestations and move them forward in time rather than backwards in time, where this isn't the end, but only the beginning. And with that, that is all for today's video, and I will talk to you later. Peace.